like a 3-number combination.
Yes.
I don't want to take my glasses off.
Why did you take your glasses off?
I felt like that was necessary for the process.
Oh. What do you see when you take your glasses off?
What do I see when I take my
Can you
glasses
read
off?
Doritos from here? Let me hold it up.
Okay, I'll take my glasses
We'll
off.
do an eye test on you.
We'll start with a Doritos eye test. So, right.
Well, you know it's Doritos.
So I'll
Don't cheat.
Okay, so I've got one eye worse than the other. So my left eye is better than my right eye. My right eye is very fuzzy. So from this distance, that says to me en masse, mods, or an on oi gol. Oh, it's coming closer. Umingos. Dante's Inferno. Dongles. Doritos Roulette. And Doritos Roulette, which I can see when they are about 8 inches from my face, are this week's Crisp of the Week.
Is Doritos Roulette.
Yeah, so...
spin that.
Spin that wheel of crisps. So the two popular forms of roulette are the Monte Carlo casino type of roulette, as enjoyed by James Bond, Jim Bond, the private eye, made famous by all those films starring John Cleese.
Really called? Is that his real name?
Jim Bond.
Shortened to James, or long.
Lengthened. Yeah, he's one of those people who has a short name and they've lengthened it. Yeah, I think people do that.
Example.
Yeah. Well, Oswald Mosley, the famous right-wing character from history, his actual full first name is just O. It's just the letter O. Oh. He lengthened it to Oswald. So Jim Bond, fan of the form of roulette where you put a ball onto a spinning wheel in Monte Carlo and then you get tied to a wicker chair and you have your testicles whipped. That really happens in Casino Royale. Yeah.
Casino Royale.
I haven't seen the film, but I've
seen it.
I've read the original book and it has some serious torture porn in there.
What, in the James Bond book?
Yeah, in Ian Fleming's Casino Royale, he gets his nuts whipped. He really does. I'm not making it up.
And he's called Jim.
And he's called Jim.
And he gets tortured. That sounds better than James Bond.
Yeah, Torture Jim. It's the first instalment in the Torture Jim
I had my
trilogy.
testicles tortured, not stirred.
Yeah, absolutely. I want my testicles whipped and not tickled. The other form of roulette, of course, is Russian roulette.
Ah, yeah.
So I don't know whether it's got lots of different translations of the ingredients on the back of there.
It has the Monte Carlo roulette wheel.
Oh,
on
okay.
there, but
So it's the gamble that Doritos Roulette is presenting us is possible financial gain. So if we spin the crisps into the right position, we will win money. Is that what they're saying?
No, we'll get a Tabasco crisp.
Oh, okay.
No money.
So
you're not a winner, you're a loser.
See, this is why I bring up Russian roulette. Yes, because
it's more like Russian roulette.
Absolutely. So I mean, unless you feel rewarded by Tabasco sauce in the same way you would as if you won on a scratch card, which personally I wouldn't. I feel like Tabasco is a nice thing, but I wouldn't feel like I could pay my mortgage with Tabasco.
I don't know. I haven't got a mortgage.
Well, and that's because you haven't got any Tabasco.
Tabasco's quite expensive if you have to get lots of it.
Well, who should we blame for the increase in the price of Tabasco over time?
Mick Henry.
Me kill Henry. So this Russian roulette is going to end with me killing Henry. So there's not going to be a cliffhanger at the end of this week's episode. It's going to end with a death. One of us will die at the end of this hour.
I'm going to die.
And it is Henry. Henry is going to die.
I'm going to die
in 55 minutes' time. So we're going to spend your last 55 minutes, your last 3,300 seconds on this fair earth eating Doritos. Is that how you want to spend your last hour?
Depends if I got a warning or.
Well, yeah. Here's the warning. Here's the warning.
Better than being on the bus.
You've now got 54 minutes remaining of your life.
Alright, can I just turn this off and go for it?
No. Stopping the recording does not extend your life.
Doesn't it?
No. You get 54 minutes whether or not those 54 minutes are recorded for posterity. I would say keep the recording running because then you're leaving a legacy. You're leaving something behind.
But I don't know. I don't think.
Imagine that this is going to be pored over by academics in years to come.
Okay.
There's going to be Loughborough University is going to run a course in Henry's death studies.
Okay.
Yeah?
Cool.
How are you going to provide for those academics of the future? They're out there. They're twinkles in their parents' eyes right now.
They're studying what I'm saying right now.
Yeah. This is the primary text.
So much pressure.
This is like the Bible to Christians, the Torah to Jews. This is the central text. This is like Dianetics by L. Ron Hubbard to Scientologists. These 53 minutes remaining are the legacy that you will leave to the children of other people's children because you haven't had any children.
Okay. Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
So a slightly lacklustre performance of Cotton Eye Joe is what you're leaving for the academics of the future to pore over.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot you can read into that. Where did he come from and where will he go? No. Cotton Eye Joe, on his journey, on the Cotton Eye journey through Cotton Eye Joe's life, where do you think Cotton Eye Joe actually came from?
I think he came from, I don't know, someplace in America.
Can you narrow it down? America's a large place. You've got
Washington,
50
DC.
states. He came from DC. He very specifically came from that tiny square of territory, Washington, DC.
He wanted to go to...
Was he one of the 7% of DC voters who supported Trump in the last election, or one of the 93% who supported Clinton?
Then.
He wasn't about. So Cotton Eye Joe predates Donald Trump. So
Bill Clinton, he was.
He was a Bill Clinton supporter.
Clinton, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. How did he feel about the Monica Lewinsky affair? How did Cotton Eye Joe feel about that?
He'd already gone by then. But he'd voted for him and then he went.
And then he just scarpered. He was like, well, my work is done here. Cotton Eye Joe has voted in the bulbous-nosed president of his choice, and he's off.
Yeah, he's off.
So he came from Washington, D.C., but where was he going when he ran away?
Well, nobody knows. That's what we're trying to find out.
You've got to present some kind of conjecture here.
Well, apparently he wanted to go to... Reading.
He wanted to go to Reading, okay. Was that because he hadn't understood the pronunciation of the place? He actually thought he was going somewhere to do some reading?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, he wanted to study.
He wanted to study, and what was Cotton Eye Joe planning to study? What was he going to use his cotton eye to study?
He was going to study Cotton Eye Joe.
He was going to study himself. This is a very complex concept you're bringing up here. So Cotton Eye Joe, with his cotton eye powers, his eye that is made from a nice high thread count cotton, a very soft cotton eye, his magical cotton eye, his enchanted cotton eye, he's using that to study himself in Reading.
It's just, he doesn't really have a cotton eye. Do you know what a cotton eye is?
Actually, I genuinely don't.
An eye like yours. It's sort of one that doesn't work as much.
Oh, really? Okay. Is that? I mean, have we strayed into the realms of truth here?
I'm gonna look it up.
Cotton Eye, you're going to look it up. Oh, always.
I'm gonna look it up because I got the internet on my phone.
And
you have a look at this Doritos packet, and I'm going to find out what Cotton Eye Joe.
Oh, I don't need to. I don't need to look at the Doritos packet because I can just download it. I don't need to eat it because I can just download the flavour into
don't be sarcastic.
onto my USB flavour drive. I just feel like we're going to hell in a handcart. I think we should be paying more attention to the world around us and less to...
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got it.
Yep.
So I was wrong. It's not. It's not a gammy eye like yours.
Okay.
What do you think?
What do I think? Cotton Eye Joe. What is a cotton eye?
And I'm going to do a countdown clock.
Is it like if you've got an eye for the ladies, you like looking at the ladies? Is it someone who likes looking at t-shirts? I think it's so. Cotton Eye Joe is a connoisseur of t-shirt manufacture. He likes looking at. He particularly likes Cotton Traders t-shirts and Fruit of the Loom.
No, it's when you're stoned out of your mind.
Actually, okay. I've got the cotton eye. Yeah. Feels. But what's the root of that? I feel like you need to go further back in this etymology.
I'll go on the Wikipedia page on Cotton Eye Joe.
Okay, yeah, the wiki of Cotton Eye Joe.
Cotton Eye Joe is a traditional American country folk song, popular at various times throughout the United States and Canada, although today it is most commonly associated with the American South.
Okay.
Cotton Eye Joe is inspired both a partner dance and more than one line dance, and it's often danced at country dance venues in the US and around the world. The 1980 film The Urban Cowboy sparked a renewed interest in the dance. In 1985, the Moody Brothers version of the song received a Grammy Award nomination for Best Country Instrumental Performance. Irish group The Chieftains received a Grammy nomination for Best Country Vocal Collaboration for their version of the song, with lead vocals by Ricky Skaggs on their 1992 album Another Country. In 1994, a version of the song was recorded by the Swedish band Rednecks, as Cotton Eye Joe became popular worldwide. The origins of the song are unclear, although it predates the 1861 to 1865 American Civil War. American folklorist Dorothy Scarborough noted in her 1925 book on the Trail of Negro Folk Songs that several people remember hearing the song before the war. Scarborough's account of the song came from her sister, Mrs. George Scarborough, who learned the song from the Negroes on the plantation in Texas. Other parts from a man in Louisiana. The man in Louisiana knew the song from his earliest childhood, heard slaves singing it on the plantations. Both the song and dance had many variants. American publishing house Harper and Brothers published the version in 1882, heard by another Louise Clark Premerly or something. I'm just going to skip a bit.
Well, you only have 45 minutes left to live, so reading out the entire Wikipedia entry the song Cotton Eye Joe feels like a bit of a waste of time.
Yeah.
Those Loughborough students who are looking into your...
Well, they can just look on the...
They could just look at future Wikipedia, yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
Maybe we will never know the true origin of Cotton Eye Joe. And essentially that is the question that is asked of all of us. Where did you come from, crisp eating Henry, and where will you go?
Said something about Dr. Alban and Gingerbread Man, and I can't be bothered anymore.
Okay, well, I look forward to reading your PhD thesis on the origin of Cotton Eye Joe, which you have about 44 minutes left to write.
Damn.
It's going to be a postcard-length thesis.
I'm hungry. It's my last meal.
It's your last meal? Oh. I'm opening
They're new as well.
They're new. Do crisp manufacturers ever put old at the top of their packages? Old
they put
Walkers.
retro. I think they put retro,
on
Monster Munch once.
Okay. Bringing it back.
Well, they just brought back the retro packaging. I don't think it was anything to do with sort of slightly longer pack.
Oh,
I believe, because
Monster Munch did used to be in a quite strange aspect
people
ratio.
Kicked up some fuss.
Well, they're always making fusses about these changes, aren't they? Things changing shouldn't be allowed. So, to explain the concept of Doritos Roulette, they are primarily tangy cheese flavour, but there's also some Tabasco flavour corn chips in this bag, which means that when you pick a crisp, you aren't sure whether you're going to get the smooth taste of tangy cheese or the spicy kick of Tabasco. And if you're allergic to Tabasco, it does become a form of Russian roulette. I've taken a crisp. Are you going to take a crisp?
Yeah, okay.
And then are we gonna both shoot ourselves in the head at the same time?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so can you, by looking at the crisp, can you detect anything that you think might indicate that it's Tabasco flavoured?
No.
I mean, all I can see is a crisp with orange flavour dust on it. It's the standard Doritos triangle. And are you ready? Are we going to do a little countdown?
Yeah, you can do a countdown.
3, 2...
Doing it on the one or the...
No, you don't...
3, 2...
1 crunch. No, it's not 3, 2 crunch. It's 3, 2, 1 crunch.
Okay.
I mean, it's not even difficult. If
Okay,
it was the other way around, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, that's difficult.
Okay, go on, you do it then.
Okay, on the count of 3,
Yeah.
on the number 3, not before the number 3 or after the number 3. 3.
I've got cheese.
I think I got cheese, yeah.
It's still a bit spicy. Oh, it's got a spicy aftertaste to it.
Well, I would presume that mixing them together is going to cause some transmigration of the flavour.
Let's do another one.
Now, and do you think it's... So, based on the packaging, there's a circle of Doritos. How many of them are standard? It's 1, 2, 3, 4... It seems like there's 6 standard cheese and 1 on fire, which indicates the flaming taste of Tabasco sauce. So that means 1 in 7 is...
Yeah, okay. Let's do another one.
Okay, ready to do another one? Yeah. Okay, again, looks exactly the same as the previous one.
All right.
Does yours look any... To me, that looks a bit darker.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
I feel like you might have picked the Tabasco flavoured one, and I'm going to count down...
Does that mean I die before the end of the podcast?
No, I mean the effects will be slow to kick in.
If I do, then you have to do all of it.
It's a slow acting poison.
If this is the one,
if
then
this is Tabasco sauce,
you have to do the rest of the podcast on your own.
I don't know. I feel like that's
unless you can find a way to
bring you back to life. Okay, so if this kills you 41 minutes early, I then have to spend 41 minutes trying to resurrect you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's our 5th podcast. It's time to bring out the big guns.
Yeah.
We're maybe flagging in terms of the amount of conversation topics that we've got left to cover. So we've now got to the point in any religion where we've finished the Old Testament. This is the bit where we've got to jazz it up with some kind of water into wine effort, or walking on water, or bringing someone back to the dead after dying by eating a Dorito.
And also, you'll never find out about my band.
Last week's cliffhanger.
Which I don't know.
Can you actually remember what last week's cliffhanger was?
It was the Battle of the Bands.
Yeah, maybe your voyage to the underworld after your Dorito-related death will summon back this memory.
I'd thought of the whole album and all the thanks and the cover of what it looked like.
Had you written the hit single of your crisp boy band?
The music videos, I'd thought of it all, but maybe you'll never know.
Oh, an entire career that will never occur. That's very sad.
Yeah, the Enemy reviews. And
It's like if Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper had not died in that car crash.
Yeah.
Plane crash, even. Right, are you ready? This is the moment of truth. We both got a Dorito in our hand. One of them may well contain some death-giving Tabasco sauce. Are you ready?
Okay.
I'm going to count you in Japanese. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the downbeat. Right. So ich ni. Oh, I can't remember 3. Ich ni san shi go. Mine tastes just like cheese.
Mine's cheese.
Okay, neither of us have died. Henry has, based on my clairvoyance, 39 minutes to live.
Let's do one more. Well, we got to do 7.
See, I don't know whether this was Tabasco flavoured. I'm struggling to.
It was. You'll know. You'll die.
It's got a bit of aftertaste to it, but I feel like it should hit me straight away, like a bullet would if I was shooting myself in the head.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. One more. So we have now. This will be our 3rd each. So potentially, if this was a bag containing just 7 crisps, one of which was poisonous,
then we'd be all right.
Then maybe we'd be okay. Okay.
Ready? I'll count. So I'm just going to do 1, 2, and then crunch.
1, 2, crunch. Okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. 1, 2. cheese.
Again, I'm pretty sure it's just cheese.
Mine was definitely cheese.
Are we going to get through? Because I mean, how do they mix in? Here's my question, right?
Do you think there's just one?
Well, it's not properly explained. I would like to see the
Did you read the
production
back?
process. So right, before we read the back and see if it explains it, what is your theory about how they generate this bag of crisps which contains different flavours?
They have the crisp line.
There's a production line, yep,
There's a
crisps are
production
going on there,
line of cheese Doritos.
Yep, okay.
Going down the line.
So you've got a conveyor belt, essentially, yeah? Lots of middle-aged women in hairnets.
Yeah, in hairnets.
Okay, quality checking them.
Yeah, quality checking them. You've got, above that, you've got another conveyor belt.
Okay,
line.
there's a conveyor belt above the cheese Dorito conveyor belt.
With less Doritos on.
Okay, and so the spicy ones are on a secondary conveyor belt above the first one.
Yeah.
And how does the mixing occur?
Well, they'll get weighed up in a packet, and then they just chuck one of the.
See, my wondering is, do they get a certain proportion of cheese crisps, a certain proportion of Tabasco crisps, mix them together, and then take a clump of those and plop them in a bag, thereby randomising not just which crisp is which, but the proportion in each bag? Or do they fill the bag with a certain weight of cheese crisps, then put a few of the spicy crisps on top and shake it up to mix them in with it? Because you wouldn't want to open the bag and find out that all of the Tabasco ones are at the top. You'd want them to be evenly distributed. But to evenly distribute them, how do you know that you're getting the same proportion in each bag?
No idea.
Can
we do one more? Can we do one?
You just want to eat crisps.
I've only got an hour left. And I want to talk about the crisp
36 minutes.
And all the old women in their hairnets.
I'm painting a picture with words, Henry.
Well, I want to paint.
I know. I mean, you're getting a bit stressed out because you can see death approaching. The Reaper is standing over you with his
scythe.
scythe.
It's the crisp factory and the bloody Cotton Eye Joe.
Okay,
Just ask me about my life.
What does?
All I
want is someone to ask me about my life.
I just wanted you to.
Okay, so right, let's choose crisp. We're gonna bite.
That one looks different to me.
Let's have a see. Let's see your one.
No,
they look very similar.
Let's go. Just go.
Okay. Ready, steady. Oh.
Cheese.
Yeah, again, probably just cheese.
Let's do another one.
No. You can't. You've got to put a bit of space in there, yeah?
No.
We can't just have a recording of your final 35 minutes of chewing.
I just want to eat crisps.
I just want to stretch this out and make it as tortuous as possible. So, the Grim Reaper is standing over your shoulder, the Crisps Reaper. He's got a very large French fry crisp, and he's attached a Dorito to the top of it to make his scythe. His cowl, the hood that is he's wearing over his head, is a wheat crunchy. His skeletal face is a space raider coming out of that. So there's the Crisp Reaper. I've personified him.
Yeah.
He comes up to you and he challenges you to a game of chess. And you say, nah, I'm not into chess, mate. I'm not into chess. What about let's play charades? What film do you choose in your game of charades against the Crisp Grim Reaper to bamboozle him? What do you think is the most difficult film you could challenge someone to guess in charades? For your life, to save your life.
To save my life.
Yeah, and this has to come not from the internet, not from the world around you. This has to come from inside your heart. You want to talk about your life. Summon something up from your core. Express yourself in your remaining 34 minutes. Not your favourite film, the film that would be hardest to convey via charades.
Okay.
And don't tell me it, you then have to perform the charades of that film to me. I am now the Crisps Reaper. You are facing your final 33 minutes. Oh my God, I think I might have got a tiny shard of Tabasco might have fallen onto my palate.
Look who's dying now.
I'm the Crisps Reaper. I am here.
Okay, yeah.
I have challenged you. You have said, okay, I'll take you on your challenge. I choose the game.
I've got it.
Okay, so you've got to portray that film to me in the form of charades. I will describe it, and if you defeat me in the next 4 minutes, then you don't have to die in this simulation. You still have to die in real life. You still are going to die. Okay, 3 words. Henry is holding up 3 fingers. 3 words. Thumbs up. Oh, what? First word. First word, yes. Looking. Opening your eyes. Nose. See. Waving. Second word. You've given up on the first word. You've gone straight on to the second word. Standing up. Excitement. Happiness. Stood. Sounds like. Pointing. Finger. Cup. Cup. So the second word sounds like cup. Up. Standing up. Okay, so the second word is up. This isn't actually that hard. You could have just pointed up. Oh, you did. That was what... Oh, I thought you were saying first word, but you're actually pointing up. Okay. The third word. So something up something. Quizzical. Thoughtful. Thinking. Oh, Henry is running his fingers through his hair. Is it beauty, pout, chicken dance, open mouth chicken, sexual cock, first word? Sounds like, okay, which just all sounds like. Sounds like coma, snore, nighttime, sleeping. Oh, you're liking the word sleeping. Is it sleep? Sleep. So it sounds like sleep. Sleet. Sleeve. Sleeve up Johnny. Steve. Streep. Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep in Death Becomes Her. Death up her. So it sounds like sleep. We've established this. It doesn't sound like sleep. It sounds like snore, nighttime. Dream. Have you actually died? Or, oh no, you are still simulating sleep. Does it sound like sleep? Yes, it does. Okay, it's now back to sounding like sleep. Weep, peep, beep, creep, deep, threep. You're right, this is a very difficult...
Time's out.
No, we've got another minute.
Okay.
Something up something. What's up, Doc? Keep up, third word, okay. Time, hand, pointing, more pointing, confusion. No. Clear up. Clear up. Clear up room. Clear up. You can't use props. Clear up Johnny. Why do I think every film ends with Johnny? Clear up house. Clear up shed. Clear up masturbation truck. Oh, now Henry has given up on this challenge and is just mainlining Doritos in an effort to...
I don't give a shit, I'm gonna die. It's all your fault.
It's all my fault that you're going to die, Henry, but you are hastening it by just eating...
There's no bad ones in there.
Yeah, this is...
Do you want to know what...
Is there a possibility then, if you've got this random collection of crisps, some of which should be Tabasco flavoured, is it possible that none of them are Tabasco flavoured? And is it possible that all of them are Tabasco flavoured?
I've just put my whole hand in it.
You've done a whole handful of them. You're mainlining Doritos.
Do you want to know what the film was and you don't care?
Well, no, what was the film?
I'm dying.
Dead Up.
No, it's Keeping Up Appearances.
Keeping Up Appearances is not...
It's a movie. You've not seen it? Have you not seen it?
Keeping
You're
up,
not very cool, are you?
Keeping up appearances.
I went to see it earlier. You see the bus goes past with the advert on.
What happens in Keeping Up Appearances, the movie? Does Hyacinth Bucket...
Onslow becomes evil, like Bane.
Onslow becomes like Bane, okay. Is that it? Does Onslow go on a spree? Is it like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Bit like that, yeah.
Okay, it's a little bit like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It takes a dark turn.
Yeah.
You thought it was going to be a light comedy of manners, but actually...
Richard is the hero.
Rich is the hero, yeah.
Hyacinth's the babe.
She's the hot babe.
Yeah.
I feel like you've taken what was originally a very female-led series, and you've... Is this what happens Is this what happens when you try and convert a beloved British TV institution for Hollywood?
To be honest,
Hollywood just goes, no, we can't have. Do I do an American accent for the Hollywood person?
Yeah, if you want.
Hey guys, why don't we make film out of the Keeping Up Appearances? I saw it when I was in the Britain land, and I thought maybe that would make a good film, but I don't want the lady to be in charge of anything. I want her just to be the eye candy. And the man called Richard, he's the hero now. He be played by the Bruce Willis, and the lady be the Sigourney Weaver. It's going to be a great film. Onslow is Philip Seymour Hoffman. Yeah? Would you go and see that?
Richard was played by Bruce Willis.
Richard was famously played by Bruce Willis. Before moonlighting, Bruce Willis was in Keeping Up Appearances as Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's continuity, yeah.
It's a good movie anyway, so go check it out.
Yeah, well, and so...
out now.
That's the end of the movie review section of this podcast.
So, on the back of the...
if I'm honest, I'm very disappointed by these Doritos.
These are crap.
They're awful.
It's on the back, it's got a picture, a little icon.
As an icon, yeah.
Little thumbnail or avatar, was it? Or
okay.
What's an avatar?
An avatar is a persona that you hide behind online.
No, it's not that. It's a little thumbnail.
It's a thumbnail, yeah.
Little logo.
Yeah.
It says thumbs up or thumbs down, question mark.
Thumbs down is my answer to that question.
It's rare that we get thumbs down.
Well, you got one just now.
You got two. But if your Doritos experience...
oh, God, experiences again.
...wasn't top notch, tell us why and where you bought your chips and send them to us.
I don't think where we bought them was a problem here. I think it's the entire concept was a problem. I think you're blaming it on the retailer Doritos or the manufacturer. I think you should go right back to the Imagineer, the person who came up with this idea. Because it's a terrible idea. And it represents the gamification of a lot of things. You can't just enjoy crisps because they're crisps. You have to make it into a game. Very much like what we did last week by making a game of choosing boy band. But, well, maybe what Doritos need to do.
Wasn't that? I don't think it
is steal our ideas.
I don't think it worked that well.
No, the game we performed was terrible.
Format.
I don't think anything we do works well in audio.
Lost a lot of
I think
of our subscribers.
I think in a way, our podcasts are kind of like an audio form of Russian roulette. So, each time you spin the barrel of podcasts, you shoot it into your head, and potentially you will be dead of boredom by the end of the hour.
Yeah.
It's a high likelihood. It's almost like 5 of the chambers are full of boredom bullets, and the likelihood of not dying of boredom while listening to this is only 1 in 6.
Number 3, what's it?
Yeah, number 3. Yeah, go back to number 3. Just stop listening to this one. Go back to episode 3 because that's the only way. We've got 25 minutes left to live.
Right, and so I'm going to get on Twitter.
You're going to go on Twitter? Okay, so do you think in your final 25 minutes of life you will get a response from the Doritos Twitter presence to apologise for the terrible concept of Doritos Roulette?
No.
How soon do these corporate Twitter accounts tend to reply to your complaints about crisps, Henry?
Well, Walkers and Hula Hoops get back to me quite a lot.
Yeah. Do they DM you, or do you get a public response from?
Public. If you search for tweets to walkers, they're all just complaints.
No one ever compliments walkers online.
Nah, not really. Well, some.
I mean, what would bring you to? I mean, I understand why people would complain to a company, because you've expended some of your hard-earned cash on buying a terrible conceptual pack of Doritos. So you're going to complain about it, but why would you waste your time complimenting the faceless corporate giant of Walkers or Doritos or any of the other crisp brands are available? Why would you do that?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
So you can't tweet while listening to me.
I can't.
No, okay. So what are you going to say? Talk me through your tweet process.
I want you to.
Am I dictating this tweet?
Yeah, please. Come on, I'm about to die. I'm on my deathbed. You're meant to do
your last
do stuff
wish.
To me. Get me some Lucasade. Now I want orange Lucasade. I'm just gonna have some of this.
You've already got some juice there.
Yeah, I know.
It's not fizzy, fair enough, but it's fluids. Get the fluids in you. All of those fluids will be pouring out of you in your death diarrhea when it comes in but 22 minutes.
Shit. Come on, let's get on with this.
Okay, so we're tweeting to Doritos about Doritos Roulette.
Quick.
At Doritos,
I've done that.
Your roulette concept is terrible. Whose idea was it? How many characters have I got left?
99.
99? Oh, I'm being quite concise.
How many did you get?
It's 140, isn't it?
Doritos, your roulette is terrible.
Your roulette concept is terrible.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Whose idea was it?
Yeah. Yep. Done that. Question mark.
Did they get a Christmas bonus? I am outraged.
Let's do a bit more if you want.
Have you got a bit more? Can you put an emoji of an angry face?
Yeah. How do you get an emoji?
I don't know.
I am outraged. Did they get a Christmas bonus?
Question mark. I am outraged. Angry face.
Can you do angry face on Twitter?
Just write angry face.
GIF. Do you want a GIF?
No, I don't want any GIFs on this. Just write the words angry face, RSVP.
Angry face.
RSVP.
Right, is that right? Sorry.
Yep, go for it. Tweet that.
Okay.
Tweet that. And
I definitely wouldn't be on Twitter if it was my last few hours.
You've got 20 minutes left. If Doritos tweet back offering to provide some form of life support for you, then you will live to see another day.
Okay, I've done it.
Okay, so
Just going to have a little search for Doritos.
do a search for tweets with Doritos Roulette and see what the popular opinion is of this snack concept.
Okay, doing
This
that now.
terrible snack concept.
Right.
I'm still intrigued. I'm still intrigued as to how they make
The first
sense.
result is Doritos, your roulette concept is terrible.
That's what you just wrote, yeah.
Here we go. From Cat RS at Cat Rants. Doritos, not a single hot chip in our roulette. Sad times, sad husband. And then crying face.
Okay, yeah.
With a picture, which I can't be bothered to click on. I liked a YouTube video, Roulette Doritos. That's very good. Nothing good there. So disappointed, Doritos. Purchased a sharing bag of Roulette Doritos. Not a single one was spicy. Sort it out. I played direct roulette with my friends, and it was one hell of a fun time.
Oh, okay. So someone had fun with
Hey,
this.
direct.
Torettos, the swearing...
Tourette's.
Torettos, the swearing crisps for sharing and swearing.
Yeah. Have you got ones that are really...
So let's think of some more Doritos concepts.
Right, that's a great...
Doritos Roulette, our survey says.
So
Torettos, I'm happy with, for sharing and swearing.
Doritoration. Like operation.
Doritoration? What? So do you have to take Doritos out of a
packet of Doritos and it has...
Instead of being in a packet, it's in a human corpse. And you have to extract them without touching the sides.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you get some form of disease from the rotting flesh.
Right, you'll go.
Okay. Doritos, which is for every Dorito that you eat, you have to remove one of your photos from Facebook.
Mosquitoes.
Yes.
Where you open the bag and it's got some Doritos and some are mosquitoes.
Okay, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, fine. It's got. So what do they do with those? Do they put mosquito eggs into the bag before sealing it up?
And then they just get stung.
That's good. Okay, Doraemons, which are crisps that taste like a Japanese cartoon dog.
Fellatios.
Okay, it's tenuous. I like it. But how are the crisps wanking you off? You put your dick in the bag of Doritos. Okay, I've got it. That's fine.
You can do anyway.
Dormatos, which are large Doritos that you put outside the front of your house.
Dory scarecrows, which are scarecrows made of Doritos.
Door scarecrows. That's okay. I'm no judgment. That's fine. It's better than Doritos Roulette. My next one is Dorinos, which are posh crisps, but they have two female friends, both of whose husbands are in prison.
Okay. Dorito Dominoes.
Dorito Dominoes. Okay, so are they printed with numbers and you slam them down on the table?
Yeah, they just look exactly like Dominoes, but they taste exactly like Doritos. And you can play dominoes with them or eat them.
Oh, that's good. That's
quite a good one.
Yeah, I do like that
sensible
one. Yeah, I mean that's a good game to play with.
That's a better one than Dory Scarecrows.
Yeah, that was pretty poor.
It's awful. You'll go.
Okay, Doripos, which is where if you eat a bag of them, some burly men come around your house and take away your television. Snoritos, they send you to sleep.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
These are sending me to sleep.
They're roofies flavoured.
Scaffold. Doritos.
I love the way your mind works.
Doritos Scaffolding Limited.
Okay.
And, you open the pack and loads of scaffolders come out. Start building scaffolding out of Doritos.
Around you?
I don't know.
They encase you in Doritos?
They you can't talk to them and they're totally free-minded. They just won't listen. They just start building scaffolding everywhere, like real scaffolding people.
Okay.
And then they just leave it there and you can't get rid of it.
Oh yeah, no, I would imagine that's a problem. Doritos with an extra O in it, and each one of them, when you open it up, it's a portal into a magical land like Narnia.
Yeah, that's quite a good one. Dorian Ritos, and they've all just got watercolor pictures of Dorian from Birds of a Feather.
I already did a Dorian from Birds of a Feather joke earlier. It's a slight variation of that. I thought.
Okay. All right, now just one's to do with Dorian and Doritos.
No. My next suggestion. My next suggestion is Oscar Wilde's portrait of Dorito Grey, which is where you eat a lovely fresh Dorito, but in your attic there's a rotten Dorito, many years old. Yeah.
Well, poor Ritos.
Poor Ritos, okay.
And they're all poor.
Poor as in poor quality, because these are poor quality. These are
they're
poor
really
Ritos.
Poor quality. They're all mouldy.
Poor as in not wealthy.
Yeah, no, just like as in not wealthy and not very good.
They simultaneously don't taste nice and are financially insolvent.
They're
okay.
Yeah. When you open them, they go, "Oh, you're so rich.
Oh gosh, they've got a chip on their shoulder. They've got a potato chip on their shoulder.
Oh, you've got enough money to waste loads of money on Doritos, and we can't even afford anything. We just have to eat each other."
Okay, dormitories, which are Doritos that all sleep together in a communal bedroom at a boarding school.
Happy Hardcore-itos.
Very good, very fine. How would you render crisps Happy Hardcore-esque?
You just open it and they're all jumping around like to fucking Hixie and shit.
Okay. So it's just the bag contains the music.
Contains a really good.
I mean, you can get. I feel like that's something that should have happened by now because you get greetings cards. Greetings cards that you open and there's music in them. Are there bags of crisps that you can open with music in them? They exist. Okay.
They're not,
so yet again,
not exactly, but they are Doritos. So for Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Okay, brilliant. No, I'm so glad that this already exists.
They released a limited edition packet of Doritos. There's about, I don't know, 300 of them, something like that.
That's very scarce.
Not
very
many.
limited.
Not very many. And they were on Amazon. I actually found out about them before they came out, but you couldn't pre-order them. And so the concept is you can listen to the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 soundtrack through your packet of Doritos. So it had a jack output on it.
So a headphone jack coming out of the
and it's
crisp
sort of like
bag.
a fake tape player kind of thing on the front that you can press play on it.
And it stores a whole album-length soundtrack.
Yeah, and somebody online opened it up.
Yeah.
A stupid idea because they could have sold the packet for quite a bit of money. Not that much.
Foolish. That's a very Brewster's Millions.
But they looked in there and it was just sort of like just a little memory card thing that it wasn't a real tape player inside.
Well, I would imagine it wasn't.
I would imagine, but it does exist. So.
Okay, so musical crisps do exist.
Yeah, but
what about Matadoritos, which are crisps that fight with bulls in Spain?
Yeah.
And are objected to by animal rights groups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sporitos.
Okay.
So there's
so you open the bag and they float out into the air and they kind of pollinate
and make Doritos appear.
And so Doritos start growing out of wherever the spores land. So if some of the Doritos spores land in your hair, you'll have Doritos growing out of your hair. If they land in the carpet, you'll get a little field of Doritos. That's quite good. I like that. Yeah. What about Thermidoritos? They're lobster flavoured.
Yeah, that would probably be quite nice.
Oh, yeah, actually. Yeah. If now, at Doritos, lobster flavoured crisps would be better than this bag of crisps. Is this the first time we are abandoning a bag of crisps halfway through? We're not even bothering finishing these, are we? I've had like 4. And that's it.
I've had a load and they're crap.
Yeah. Terrible.
Absolute.
It feels quite terrible that your final bag of crisps, as someone so devoted to crisp exploration, to have your final bag. Well, it is a sad moment.
Depressed Doritos.
Depressed Doritos.
Yeah. Just.
Are they depressed because there is no pun in that name whatsoever? Is that really
such an awful idea?
It's really saddening them.
Pon the floor Doritos. They're made by Diplo.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So we've got this like Tabasco sauce logo on there.
Yeah.
It has the Diplo logo.
The Diplo logo, the Dip logo, if you will.
Yeah, Dip Doritos or Pon the Floor Doritos from Major Lazer track.
Yeah.
You know that track?
I do know Pon de Floor by Major Lazer.
Do it then. Do you?
And then someone jumps off a ladder and starts gyrating on top of a large buttocked lady. That's that one, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm surprised you know that.
It's good. It's got a very good video. I think we've run out of ideas for new types of Doritos. If any come to us. What about Oritos? And some of the bags have Doritos in them and some of them don't.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's pretty good. See, now that would be, if you're going to do a crisp flavour roulette, why not have an entire bag which is unbearably spicy and inedible? And so there's the possibility that you'll spend your money on a bag of crisps and not be able to eat them. Yeah.
Yeah, or they kill you.
Well, we've already established that you are going to die. You're going to die in 10 minutes.
I don't know. My favourite one is, I might tweet them about this, Sporitos.
Sporitos is a very good joke.
So I'm going to tweet them before I die.
Yeah, you'll make sure that that's been
replies?
recorded for posterity.
Yeah.
Posteritos, which are Doritos that have been stored for posterity in a hermetically sealed chamber. I should have given up earlier. That was very poor. Poor joke.
Give up. But the one I didn't say was like Keith and Orville Ritos.
Oh, that's tenuous. I'm glad that you said that because it makes my previous one not as bad as it was.
It's just a packet of crisps with Keith and Orville on. It's just
nothing fancy. It's just the image is okay. But they're duck flavour. Green duck flavour.
Green duck.
Very nice, very nice. So
no, green duck flavoured Keith and Orville Doritos.
Well, of course, Shaking Stevens could promote the Green Doritos flavour.
Yeah, or the Doors Ritos.
The Doors Ritos,
and
yeah.
They just taste like Jim.
They taste like Jim Morrison's Death Bath.
Yeah.
Very nice. So, 9 minutes left to live, Henry.
Fuck. Well, I'm just going to tweet Doritos again.
You're just going to say, just do...
It's not loading. Okay.
All you need to do is, at Doritos, better idea for you, Sporitos.
Yeah.
And that'll do. Because I don't think you need to explain it. I think it's self-explanatory. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. At Doritos, better idea for you, Sporitos.
Right, okay.
We're coming up to the ultimate end of this podcast.
Just ask me
and any podcasts after this one, because you will die in 8 minutes. Any podcasts after this one, they have to be prequels.
Oh God, yeah. So we have to go backwards.
Yeah, so we then have to start going to podcast 0, podcast -1,
okay.
podcast
I thought we'd
-2.
have to do Bobby's again.
No, we don't repeat the previous ones.
Bobby's.
Well, eventually we will repeat the previous ones. We will get to a point. This is kind of tragic. I'm watching Henry using his last 7 minutes of life to... He's having a flashback. His life is flashing before his eyes. And primarily it is memories of previous podcasts. He's flashing back. He's gone back to podcast 1. He's remembering the Bobby's crisps. What are you remembering, Henry?
Tom Bobby.
That's it. Okay. So you're now...
I'm pretending to have a flashback.
Your pretend life is pretend flashing before your eyes. Okay.
Come on, how long have I got?
Your cotton life is flashing before your cotton eyes.
Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from? Doritos.
Absolutely. Cotton eye Doritos.
Better idea for you.
All of these ideas are better. The Doritos Corporation is doing very badly with their actual products. Okay, Henry. 6 minutes of life. Have you tweeted yet? Have you got that out of your system? I
just want to explain what Sporitos are.
Oh, okay. I thought it was self-explanatory.
No, they're idiots.
I find that is true. The Doritos...
so, Sporitos...
Doritos, you open the bag...
Can you just do this when after I'm dead?
Oh, yeah, that'll be your... Is that your will?
You can have my phone.
Okay, I'll take your phone off you. Thanks very much. Okay. So your legacy, your bequeath to me. Do I get the intellectual property rights to Sporitos?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very kind of you. I feel like I've been blessed with that. So, 5 minutes of life remaining to you, Henry.
Ask me some questions.
Obviously, you wouldn't have wanted to go out on Doritos Roulette flavour. What bag of crisps, if you were on death row, would you choose for your final meal?
Ham and pickle Brannigans.
That is a very fine choice. It's very good.
Small bag.
Just a small bag.
Small bag.
You don't want to overeat it.
Don't make big bags.
What was the first bag of crisps that you can remember eating in your life?
First bag of crisps I can remember eating were Walker's, ready salted, the old pack, the better design.
Okay. At an estimate, in your entire life, how many bags of crisps have you eaten?
My collection is over 1,000.
You've got over 1,000, a collection of over 1,000 crisp packets.
I didn't eat them all, but I didn't save all the packs either. So I reckon I had about 1,000 or more.
I feel like I would say that on average I eat 2 bags of crisps a day. And so in a year I'm eating 730 bags of crisps minimum. In my 35 years on Earth.
I don't know.
I would say I started eating crisps around about the fourth year of that.
800,000.
800,000. I think you've gone far off the other end of this crisp estimate.
Next question.
Next question. We're giving up on the maths questions.
I'm going to do it like mastermind. I can pass. What does he say? Pass.
Yeah. Pass. Yeah. Okay.
Pass.
If you yourself were a crisp, what crisp would you like to be?
Chipstick.
You'd like to be a chipstick?
Living a simple life.
I wouldn't say chipsticks are a particularly simple crisp.
Pass.
That wasn't a question, that was a statement. You can't pass on things I say.
I can.
That's not
I'm
okay.
dying.
Okay, yes, I'll grant your dying wishes, whatever. If you laid all the crisps in the world end to end, how many times would they reach to the moon and back?
Pass.
You've got to have a guess at it.
Fine.
You're only allowed 3 passes and you've used them all up.
500.
Okay, that's an answer. Whether it's good or not remains to be seen.
Sleepy.
You're feeling sleepy. It's okay. Walk towards the light, Henry. That's it. Just relax. I'll increase your painkillers a little bit. I'll just increase the analgesia. Yeah, you can feel it rushing through your veins, just lulling you into the sweet embrace of crisp heaven. Crisp heaven is beckoning. The pearly gates are there. Tom Bobby's waiting for you. Barbara Ginny is waiting for you. That cheetah who invented Cheetos is waiting for you. All of these dead, crisp icons. You have 2 minutes left of your life. Do you have any crisp regrets?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Are you willing to divulge these crisp regrets with us?
Yeah. You know, when I was this is true actually.
Okay. No, I like it.
Crap.
It's your last 2 minutes on Earth. It's time to open up.
Just wake up a bit.
It's time to find Jesus, open up, tell the story.
Eat some crisps. Like when I was a kid, I collected crisp packets.
Yep.
I had loads of really good ones. I kept in a wicker basket above the dinner table in my mum's house. Really cool. I remember I had a full English breakfast flavour from Scotland. I remember went up there in 1990. Went camping. I remember getting it. I also had like the old McCoy's packet with the old house on it. The old house on the hill.
The house where Keith McCoy, inventor of McCoy's, grew up. Yeah.
Yeah, where Keith.
We all know. We've all visited. We've all been on a pilgrimage to Keith McCoy's house.
Yeah, Keith McCoy. I had the old knickknacks packet. I had lots of packets. I started collecting crisps when I was about 8.
Yeah.
So I carried on collecting them until I was about 12, 13, and then bloody old Mr. Kurt Cobain came along. Oh look. Oh, here we are now.
Entertaining us, yeah.
And then I got into that, and I was, crisp packets aren't cool anymore. I don't care. Do you want Mum's? Like, do you want them? It's like, no, what do I want them for anymore? So she chucked them away.
So that is a true crisp regret. So your youthful enthusiasm for crisps was overtaken by an enthusiasm for the music of Nirvana. Right. Now, I know that the last time you ate crisps was right now. When was the last time you listened to Nirvana?
It was I don't know. It was probably about a month ago actually.
Oh, so which of these obsessions has carried on through your life with more faith?
Crisps are better than Nirvana.
Crisps are better than Nirvana, and are those your final words in this mortal realm, Henry? Crisps are better than Nirvana. Is this the point at which you shuffle off your mortal coil?
Wheat crunchies are better than Kurt Cobain. And
with those words, Henry died in front of me. It was a sad moment. I closed his eyelids and placed 2 tiny crisps over his eyes to pay the crisps ferryman on his journey across the river Styx, the river Chipsticks, into Crisps Hades. And this week's cliffhanger is: will Henry be reborn, resurrected, reincarnated in time for next week's Tales from the Crypt?